How close to my weight class should my walk around weight be? Assuming that you fight with a day before weigh-in, then a good rule of thumb I recommend is about 10 to 15% above your weight class is where you should be aiming to walk around at. So to calculate this, take your weight class, times it by 1.1, that will give you the 10% above value, and then take your weight class, times it by 1.15, and that'll give you the 15% above value. If your weight is sitting within that range between those two numbers that you've just calculated, then it's probably pretty good. Now, I recommend aiming for lower in that range if you fight regularly or do a smaller cut. However, if you fight maybe 2 or 3 times a year, not super frequently, or you do quite a large weight cut, then you can afford to get closer to the 15% end of that range. Now, it's important to know this is just a reference point. Your weight is going to fluctuate above and below and within that range, and that's completely fine. Having a rough idea of where you do want to walk around at is going to make sure that you don't have to do a super aggressive cut next time, and that in itself is going to pose a high risk of rebounding above and beyond your fight camp starting weight, and that effect compounds over time. If you know someone who needs to manage their walk around weight better, then tag them in the comments.